All right, let's do a 1, 2, 3 clap, and then do you want to do the intro again? Just get us rolling.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right, 1, 2, 3 clap.
Oh wait, did you do what? Do you mean 1, 2, 3 clap or 1, 2 clap?
I guess I should have clarified that. Maybe let's do 1, 2, 3 and then clap.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Nice. Did it. Because that first one was very much off sync.
Perfect. And there's our intro.
All right, folks. Welcome to episode. Actually, this is technically not episode 12. I need to clarify. We got to talk about this.
Because of the primer.
Not because of the primer. Because of the nostalgia run.
That's right.
Yes.
I might have to fix some labels.
I noticed that, and I forgot to text you. So technically, this is episode 11.
Interesting. Okay,
yeah.
I'll have to fix some labels. Okay, yeah, so we should have clarified that, or I should have clarified that. So the nostalgia run is its own number of episodes, correct?
Yeah, because it starts at nostalgia run episode 1 because it's its own thing. Yeah,
gotcha.
It's just
stupid. I'm an idiot.
Well, we didn't talk about it, so it's fine. It doesn't matter. It makes sense. But yeah, welcome to episode 11 of Pop and Power Hour, and it's good. We're doing this one remote again, but. Our sincere apologies to Jay. You know, we're going to put this on video. How are you recording this, by the way?
I'm recording this currently. Currently, the program we're using is called StreamYard. So this will be recorded. So yeah, this is specifically to our YouTube audience of at the very least one. Well, I mean 2 because I also watch the YouTubes.
Uh-huh.
But this one will be uploaded because the previous 2. Were not uploaded in video form. So
is it just going to look like this? Like just
I can produce it like on the fly. I can send it to just me cam. I can send it to just you cam.
Did your audio just cut out? Did you just send yourself?
Because I put myself in the background. So
oh man, that's good. We're in good hands.
There we go. Yeah. So we're back, and it's my fault that we're doing it remote. I came down with a little bit of a bug, so I just didn't want to bring it into Colton's apartment.
We
have the means to record remotely, so I don't want it to be a habit because I do like it. I do think it's better when we record in person, but
I agree.
Just for the sake of keeping everyone healthy.
It's just so much easier.
This is what I meant to do before, just putting solo, and then the mic doesn't cut out. So
there you go. That's
so much better.
But
how have you been since the last time we talked? It's been like, 2 weeks since the last episode or so? A week and a half?
I've been busy, man. I just got back from Jersey yesterday.
That's right.
So it was a long day of travel. To get there, I flew to Toronto, then Toronto to Philly, then drove from Philly an hour south to Atlantic City, New Jersey. Mm-hmm. And I'm dead tired, and then came back the same way. So I'm dead tired. I woke up yesterday in Philadelphia, which is crazy.
Oh my God.
Crazy to think about. And I did a full day of work today, and I was probably asleep last night by 8:30 just because they're 3 hours ahead, right?
Yeah.
So when I woke up yesterday morning, it was 3:45 in the morning because I had to make an early flight because it's going into Canada.
Yeah. So
I had to make that early flight. So I was up at 3:45 in the morning, which was also 3 hours behind, so that's 12:45 Pacific time. So from 12:45 Pacific time to about 8:30 the next day I was up. So it was a good stretch of being up. So I was very tired last night, and then I had to do another full day training today. So that's been my thing. So when you texted me about the episode, I was like, yeah, let's do it when I get back. Well, it is the day after I got back, but that's okay. We got so many other things to do, so it's good. I mean, I'm always happy to do these ones. And yeah, I guess the setup remote is a lot easier as well. But I agree, it shouldn't be a habit, but man, it's so much easier. It's so much easier to get it up and running.
Do you, I always used to say, I still kind of am a little bit, I always used to say, I was really jealous of people that get to travel a lot for their work. But I've heard people that I've said that to say like, "Oh, don't be like it's exhausting, and you don't get to see as like you're working while you're there, kind of thing." Are you one of those? Do you enjoy the travel for your work, or are you kind of done with it?
So I do enjoy the travel, but only because I don't go. I told them like not to send me as frequently as some of our other guys that are like weekly, like on a plane, like on a weekly basically.
Yeah.
So I try to go maybe once every like 2 months or so. Like in April next month, I have to go to Hawaii, unfortunately,
Damn.
for work.
Hawaii.
Yeah, I know it sucks. I know. I took one for the team there, but you know there are ups and downs. Most of the time, when I'm doing like a 1 day session, it's like the day before I fly in, then I pick up my car, go to the hotels, stay the night, prep for the presentation or the workshop that I do, and then the full day workshop, and then some days I'll drive like directly from that workshop to the airport, and then just fly home that night. So it's like a really quick trip.
Yeah.
But other days, I try my best to like explore the city. So like the Tuesday night, I had the night in Philly, so I walked around Philly for a bit. I saw the Liberty Bell in Philadelphia, so that was
Live
cool.
and in person.
Yeah, live and in person. There it is, right there.
Did you lick the Liberty Bell?
I didn't. They wouldn't let me.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know, but that's okay. So Liberty Bell. Apparently, there's this like famous like the Love Park. I guess that's famous in
that's
Philly.
like a yeah, I know that because that's like a famous skateboard park. Or not, it's not a skateboard park, but it's like a famous thing to go there and skateboard.
Sure.
At Love Park.
I didn't see any skateboarders there, but it was cool. Yeah, I saw like the Lincoln Memorial Field. Saw where the Birds play. Go Birds. But interestingly enough, this was like the first venue or area where I've been where I could see all of the major sports arenas like in one photo, which was interesting. So Lincoln Financial Field, that's where the Birds play, and then you look over, to the side beside it, and you see the Wells Fargo Center.
Oh,
is
that's
just
cool.
Beside it. And then all the way over there, you've got, from the other side of the parking lot, because it's a great panorama, just wait for a minute. There it is. That's where, that's the Citizens Bank field as well.
Wow,
So,
very cool.
Yeah, it was neat to see that all kind of in one photo.
So the Wells Fargo Center, that's where the Flyers play.
Yeah.
Can you name the other professional sports team that plays in that arena? Don't you dare Google it.
76ers, right? Do they play at the...
No.
No?
Okay, the third then.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, no, the 76ers play there. Sorry, the third.
I don't know. What's the third?
The Philadelphia Wings in the National Lacrosse League, baby. Come on, man.
Right. I was going to ask if it was a lacrosse team.
Yeah, you would
But
have
that's
been
all right.
on there. Okay, so I have, as per usual, I have some things written down to get into before we get started, and one of them is a story that I texted you about. I just texted you the topic.
Okay, yeah, hold on. I gotta look at this text because I was confused when you sent it to me.
Yeah, while you're looking it up, just everyone know, just so I can set the tone here. It was towards the end of my workday at the radio station. I hadn't eaten all day except for my coffee in the morning, so I was a little bit jittery. I was a little bit grumpy because I hadn't eaten. But I got a call from, I guess it's a telemarketer. Do you have the text there that you can read what I sent you?
I feel like, okay. No, DJ thing on Spotify. No, never mind. Notifications. Try to blah, blah, blah. What did you send me? Where is it?
Okay, I'll because I remember it because off the top of my head. I texted you telemarketer that hung up on me. And
Right.
I just texted you that sentence so that I would remember to bring this up the next time we record it and tell you the story, because this was a story where I was trying to be a nice person and it just got thrown back in my face and I felt so disrespected afterwards, and I'm still mad about it to this day.
Wow,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
Go
it's
off,
pretty
King.
frustrating. So, so hadn't eaten all day. It's the end of my work day. I'm just trying to get out of the building. So I'm a little bit antsy. Also, I'm grumpy because of the lack of food. Whatever. I get this phone call from a number that I didn't recognize. Shouldn't have picked it up. Should have just, if it's important, just leave a message. But I did. I went for it anyways. Whatever. And it's some guy saying he's from some insurance company and he's calling on behalf of Scotiabank. So I'm like, oh, it's my bank. Okay, like this has to be something important or whatever. And he's just calling to tell me that I'm eligible for some kind of insurance. And
Okay.
I used to have a habit, and you know what? I'm probably going to get back into this habit, but I used to have a habit of just being really rude to telemarketers because I don't want to hear their whole speech. I don't want to be on the phone with you. Lose my number, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be a dick here, and I knew this guy had a sales pitch that he had to get through, and he sounded friendly enough. So I was like, you know what, man? I'm just gonna let you give me your speech.
Sure.
So I just let him give me his whole pitch.
Okay.
And when he got through the end of it, I was like, "Sorry, man, I'm not interested."
What was the pitch?
It was just some insurance that I'm eligible. Like, I don't know, it was some life insurance through Scotiabank or whatever. Honestly, like, I don't entirely remember what the pitch was. I just at the end of it, because I wasn't listening. I just wanted him to get through it, so I'm not cutting him off, kind of thing. I don't want to be a dick here. So at the end, I tell him, "Sorry, man, I'm not interested." He proceeds to give me another pitch. He's like, "Oh, but also, how about this?" And and again, I don't want to interrupt him, so I just let him give his entire pitch again. It's like 40 seconds long.
Jesus.
And then at the end of it, I say, "No, man, again, I'm not interested." And then he's like, "Okay, but what about this?" And he gives me a third pitch. And this one's a little bit quicker. You can tell, like, he can tell that I'm very obviously annoyed now, because he's giving, like, shorter, quicker responses kind of thing.
Sure.
At the end of it, I say, "Hey, I'm not interested." And then he gives one final attempt. And this time it's an insurance that my partner is eligible for as well. I can get both of us in on this package. Okay. And at the end, I was like, "Hey, man, I'm really sorry. I'm not interested." And then he starts to give his like closing sentence. Like the conversation is over. He's like, "All right, well, I'll have like, thank you for hearing me out, yada, yada." Before he even finishes his sentence of saying goodbye, he hangs up on me. He didn't get through it was like I was annoying him so much that he couldn't even finish the words goodbye before he just hit end call mid-sentence. And I was like, this piece of shit. I sat here and listened to your whole fucking speech and let you pitch to me. I bet you the 50 people that you've called today didn't let you get a minute into this conversation before cutting you off and saying, "Hey, no," or just hanging up on you. And I let him pitch to me 4 different things. And this guy has the audacity to hang up on me. Is this guy a piece of shit or what? Because the answer is yes. You better be on my side here. This guy sucks.
I'm picturing him just listening or like calling you and pitching these things, and like you sound really excited. You're like, "Sure, let's hear it out," and he's really jazzed to hear all this out. And then you're like, "Sorry, man, I'm not interested." Okay, well, maybe he's like, "I can make a connection with this guy." And then you just keep shutting him down. And then he's so distraught at the end of the call that he just feels so bad, he just can't even finish it, and he hangs up the call. He probably looks at his buddy. He's like, "Man, I almost had that one." He was probably so sad that you dicked him around.
I was so frustrated, and I went home and like told Jen about it right away. I was like, "This fucking guy." And then we went afterwards. I'm pretty sure we went for dinner at her mom's house afterwards with a bunch of people, or a handful of her family members. And I was just like stewing on this the whole time. This fucking guy hung up on me, and I listened to him for like 5 minutes. And I'm just trying to finish my workday. I'm just trying to get out there. And I'm having the thought that, hey, I don't want to be a dick to this guy just because I haven't eaten. And I'm at the end of my workday. I'm just going to let this guy go through it because what's the harm? And then he hangs up on me. Whatever your name is, guy, you suck. And you know it.
It'd be funnier if he just like was a dick to you at the end. He's like, "Why did I just go through all this? Why did you want to hear
it?" Yeah, I actually think that would have been better.
Yeah, they start some shit. Just like, okay, then why are we on this call? Why are we still here?
Couldn't even say goodbye. Whatever. Okay, so that's my newest gripe. Last episode it was people on the SkyTrain. Now it's this freaking guy that hung up on me. Yeah. There's one other thing that I'm frustrated about that this just popped in my head a couple days ago that I wanted to bring forward to you. I feel like you're probably on the same page as I am, but I mean, like, I would love to bring it to your attention.
Sure.
Because we both know people that do this. people that go to concerts and are filming not the concert necessarily, but themselves. They're filming a selfie on Snapchat. Yeah, Snapchat.
You triggered me.
I don't understand. Okay,
You triggered me.
One of my issues here is like, why are people still using Snapchat on like a regular basis? And I'm not talking about like I'll send you a Snapchat here or there, or I'll send like Jen a Snapchat or friends here and there. But the people that are still actively putting things on their Snapchat story, what's up with that? What are you doing that for still?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Why are people using social media?
Just Snapchat specifically. Like people don't when was the last time you went and like scrolled through Snapchat like on the I don't know, the explore page where everybody's story is kind of thing?
Never, but people still use it.
Yeah, and that weirds me out. Why?
Because how old was this person?
Well, okay, the person that I'm talking about specifically, but you and I both know people that still do this specifically, not just use Snapchat in general, but this act.
Yeah.
I don't want to give out too much. I mean, like they're never going to hear this, but in our age range,
sure.
And they're at a concert, and it's just a selfie video.
Yeah.
The entire time, it's like 6 minutes worth of selfie videos kind of thing.
Okay.
Of them
yes.
just like singing along, and then a selfie with them and person that they're with, and now they're both lip syncing, and then it goes back, and then it cuts. And then there's another Snapchat story of now it's a new song, and they're still just looking at themselves in the camera, on the front-facing camera, singing along. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, okay, fair. When you're over the age of 25, it's embarrassing. You should stop.
I just think that,
take a photo, take a selfie, tell people that you're there, take one video of the concert, and then be done with it. Yeah.
In my opinion, at a concert, I give you leeway for 1, maybe 2 videos. They're not. I don't really have a lot of patience for the selfie video. I'm talking specifically here about a video of what's happening on stage.
Yeah.
I give you leeway for 1 to 2 videos max, and that's it. After that, no more videos for you. You can take pictures all you want, but no more videos. That's it.
Yeah. So you ain't gonna watch him.
You're not gonna watch them. The show and the act itself, like enjoy it. Why? You're there. You paid like $60 to $120-ish range, ballpark roughly, to be in this room with this artist that's putting on a show that they planned out and have this whole thing, and you're there. Put your phone away, man. Like, I don't want to sound like old boomer here, but like,
just be in the moment.
Put the phone away.
Be in the moment. Yeah. No, I try to record like one part of a chorus of a song that I really like. Cause, okay, to be fair though, like the recordings actually do sound pretty good now. Like when we had like our Blackberries and shit, and like our like iPhone 4s that we were recording these on, like they sounded terrible. But I could go back and listen to some of the recordings that I have, and like they actually sound decent, like enough to bring you back into it at least. But I mean, for the most part, yeah, it's just. It ain't it.
Yeah, I don't know. It just frustrates me. I see it a lot less now than I used to of the selfie video specifically. But I saw it earlier in the week, and it just like irked me.
Which concert?
I honestly don't know what the concert was, and I would love to be able to tell you, but I couldn't see who was on the stage. It was a selfie video.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my latest gripe, or those are my 2 latest gripes of this episode. I can't wait to see who's in my path for the next episode. Another thing that we have to talk about here. Well, I guess it's sort of the last thing I want to bring up before I ask you what you've been listening to lately. But speaking of Spotify here, I texted you about this last week because Spotify released this new AI DJ thing.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard your take on it yet, so I would love, because this feels like something that you would be that you would know a lot more about than I would.
Sure.
So I'm super curious to hear your take on the whole thing.
Well, what do you think of it first?
Well, just to give everyone a background in case they're unaware, Spotify has released this this AI DJ thing. It's like a nonstop, ongoing playlist of a DJ that knows your interests in terms of music, and will say like, "Hey, what's up? Like, I'm DJ X kind of thing. Like, I'm gonna give you a handful of songs here now based on some things that you've been listening to a lot lately, and then it'll give you like 3 to 5 songs. Then he'll be like, next up, I'm gonna give you this category or whatever. So that's kind of a rundown of what it's like. I think it's really cool. I was thinking about it today. I think that this will kind of, for me at least, will kill the Discovery Weekly playlist, because while there is a portion of what the AI is feeding us that's like stuff that I already have liked and this music that I already listen to kind of thing,
Yeah.
some of it is, hey, for me, like it's like, hey, here's some hip hop because you listen to Logic.
Yes.
So
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
give me-
So it'll kind of branch out in your other music taste. Like if you listen to this, like you might like XYZ, and it'll take like some of what you already listened to and then like embed like, 1 or 2 songs that's kind of new and same in that genre though. But
Yeah, which I think is awesome because the reason why I like this more than I like the Discovery Weekly is because I personally am a lot more likely to give an artist or a song a legitimate chance if I'm given a little bit of an explanation. So, hey, here's this song that's a little bit outside of your comfort zone, but it's similar-ish to this. And then I'm a lot more likely to be like, oh, okay, like let me see why it's like that. And then instead of just hearing the first 30 seconds and then skipping because I'm not into it, I'm a lot more likely to hear the entire song to try to figure out on my own why and how is it similar to this artist kind of thing. And then you find more and more music based on that. So that's why I think this is a way more modern and up to date and just overall like cooler version of the Discovery Weekly playlist. Your turn.
I liked it for about a day.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, I think they missed the mark with it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hear why.
So, in concept, it is a really good idea for all of the exact same things that you've just outlined. But for me, there's just so much more capabilities that it could have that it's completely missing. Like what it does is it's just all of your playlists that you already have and listen to. It's just randomizing that with a little bit of, hey, you listen to this, here's some more things. Like it's just there's not really that much personalization to it because Spotify is already very personalized. The reason why, the main reason why is that I was really mad at it because it didn't say my name. I really wanted it to say my name because I saw TikToks of where it actually like said, hey, so-and-so, here's some blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Like, I want that personalization. And, like, I didn't get it, so I don't know if it's, like, a Canada thing or somebody else or, like, somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe that's more beta features. But, like, with how far AI has come with even in the past, like, 6 months, basically, and, like, what everybody's jumping on that AI bandwagon, that's very much what this feels like. It's like, here's a cool AI feature that, will do whatever. But, like, here's some tracks that you've been listening to on repeat. Here's 5 tracks. And then it's like, next up, we've got blah, 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 blah. But like, if it's so personal, there can be so much more that goes into making this actually personalized. Like they bought this AI voice company in Sweden, I think, that does the voice there. So why is it just one voice? Why can't it be more than one? Why can't you pick a personalized voice? You can pick that with Siri. You can do that with Google Assistant. Like it's not a brand new thing. And if you can give it AI generated text and a voice to say that enter AI generated text, it's not a hard thing to do. So why not make it more personal for you? Why not give it an option to call you a nickname or anything like that? You can do that with Siri. You can do that with other AI. Why not actually make it interactive? Like you can be interactive with AI. You can do it with even Bing has introduced like their Bing, I don't know, I can't remember what their AI thing's called. But it's so base level, scraping the surface. There's just so much more they could do for that. Like the interactivity part I think is a huge thing. It's just like maybe just have a chat bot with it, a conversation or, some sort of, I don't know, mic capabilities at least that does speech to text and say, hey, what have what song are you really like listening to right now? And like get that personalization or something like that. Cause I think it's like it's so bare bones and just there's nothing for me that makes me want to come back to it. You know.
That's super interesting. Because I think this is the first thing that we've disagreed on in the history of the podcast, which is really fun. But yeah, I agree with you. It is really base level. I was actually thinking today, legitimately earlier this afternoon, I was having some issues with it. Not like issues, but just in the sense that like it was saying at one point it was like because it's National Women's Month. Here's like a handful of female artists that are really hot right now. And then it gave me.
Is that what you had the issue with?
No, no, no. The issue was that it said that, and then it was like started playing Jack K's.
Right. I see.
It started playing artists that aren't female, and I was like, well, what's up with that? I think it is still in beta, correct?
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, so I do think that there will be some upgrades, like in the not too near future, or in the not too distant future. I mean, but yeah, I don't know. I agree with you. Like, I don't disagree with anything that you said with it being like base level. It would be cool to have some interaction back and forth with it. It would be cool for it to like say your name or whatever. I was actually thinking recently. It might have actually also been today because we've had a conversation before when we were talking about like meditation and how we were saying like when it's guided meditation, the voice is really important.
Yeah,
and I was thinking it would be really cool if the Headspace guy was my DJ. Like I would love to have him as the voice or whatever.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. For now, like I've been listening to it more than my Discovery Weekly playlist. Honestly, I've been pretty much listening to it every day since.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm sure we'll update when there are updates. But for now. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, because like did you text me first about it, or did I text you about it?
Yeah, I texted you like the second that I got the notification about it.
Yeah, and like I didn't get a notification, so when I searched like DJ or whatever, it came up, and I didn't realize that I had it. So I was like, okay, cool, let's try it out. And like, you know.
My friends call me X, and from this moment on, I'm going to be your own personal AI DJ on Spotify. Yeah, I'm an AI, but listen, I don't set timers. I don't switch on your lights. I'm all about music, your music.
DJ X.
Let's start with some songs that should sound pretty familiar, like this one from Pine Grove.
Right, so like, here's music that you already listened to and stuff. Yeah. So, you know, and you can always like change it. Like you can be like, all right, now let's do something else, right? You press it, and then it will.
You know it's women's history.
Right.
Yeah, that is one function that I did really like about it is having the ability to just skip an entire section of songs. Because at one point he was sending me like, it was like here's the top pop hits today, and it started off with like a Miley Cyrus song, and I was like, nope, I don't have any interest in that.
You listen to the new album?
No, I have no interest.
Yeah,
sorry, Miley.
Enough. It's all right.
All right. Well, that seems like a good transition into what you've been listening to lately with us.
I was going to say, speaking of AI, that would have been a perfect segue.
Not yet.
Not really much. Honestly, been just watching a lot of just TV and stuff like that. Honestly, haven't had a lot of time to sit down and listen to some tunes. But I did find another artist on TikTok, of course. Band where the guy is called Medium Build. Okay. And the song is Never Learn to Dance. It's very much kind of not necessarily Midwestern emo type thing. It's more alternative. But man, dude's got passion into his voice.
Oh, that's cool.
Listen to Never Learn to Dance by Medium Build. And like, it's one of those songs where like you listen to the first like 10 seconds and you're like, all right, I know I'm going to like this song. So that's awesome. Those ones are fun. But
I'm saving it right now so I don't forget.
Yeah. But other than that, I don't think there's really anything new that's been popping up into my feed that I've looked at or been, you know, if to the AI DJ's credit, like it put me on a metal playlist.
Oh,
which is cool. So I started listening to a little bit of Mastodon, which is dope. So
I love that for you.
Yeah. So that's been that. That's it.
Cool.
How about you?
Yeah, I've been kind of on the podcast train right now. Other than the AI DJ thing, honestly, like I do a lot of driving for work. Like I'm in a vehicle all day. So I've been getting a little bit bored with my music, so I just want something in long form to be able to listen to. Also, I got an email or something last night, an update from Spotify saying they have audiobooks now, which I'm fired up about because
interesting.
I'm not a very good reader. Like I have in the amount of time that it'll take someone to read one page, like if it takes them like a minute, it'll take me like 6 minutes because I zone out while I'm reading often. So like I'll read a paragraph and be really into it and then continue reading, but my mind has gone somewhere else. So by the time I come back into it, I have to reread what I just read, or else like I don't know what I just read, kind of thing. It legitimately sucks because I have an interest in books, but I'm such a shitty reader.
Right.
So audiobooks would be really cool for me, I think.
Yeah. This is cool. I actually didn't know this.
Yeah.
So wait, so this obviously for premium users, but do you have to also purchase the book? Because I know
That's what I'm unclear about. I'm like, so like I Googled, or not Googled, like I searched in Spotify a book that I own that I haven't finished that I would love to like restart in audio form. And I don't even know what, like I found the book, but it was like just like a 30-second snippet or something.
Right.
And then it was trying to get me to click a link to go somewhere else to buy the audiobook. So I really but then I also found a page of audiobooks where the entire books were there for free to listen to. So I don't really understand it. But I would love to figure it out, or if somebody wants to help me figure it out, because I have books that I want to consume, and I'm a shitty reader. So I would love to listen to them in audio form.
So here's Jeanette McCurdy's I'm Glad My Mom Died.
Okay.
But there's a lock on the play button. And then when I press play, it says that if you want to listen, you can't buy audiobooks in the app. But then how do you buy them? It says, but titles you've purchased through Spotify can be listened to here. So I'm assuming that you have to also purchase them, which is a womp womp. Yeah.
I wish that like physical copies of books that you own had like a code on them that you could scan so that you don't have to buy the book again.
Get like the free audiobook copy.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
really cool.
That has to be a thing. Is that a thing? It's a thing with records. You buy a record, you get the free audio download.
I don't know. It's unless I'm like looking in the wrong places. I haven't seen it on any.
Maybe some books do, but probably not. I don't know.
Other than that, though, like I got back into the Office Ladies podcast, which is like the Office rewatch podcast with Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsley.
Did they just have Will Ferrell on there?
They did. I haven't listened to that yet, though. But they did just have Steve Carell on there.
Oh, cool.
Because they're at like the obviously with Will Ferrell being as well on there, you can probably tell what part of the show they're at.
Right.
With Steve or Michael leaving rather. And then also I don't know if you because I know you're like a sports fan and stuff, but like Ven is the Canucks fan, right?
I mean, she knows way more about sports than I do.
Yeah,
straight
so,
up. So I know a little bit more about football, but that's about it.
So I don't know if you were into the Canucks in this era, but there's a podcast, like a sort of like a documentary style podcast out right now. The last episode is actually coming out tomorrow on the evening that we're recording this. So when everyone's listening to this, it'll already be out. But the podcast is called West Coast Express, and it's like a docu-series about the entire era of the Canucks from like the 94 Cup run when they lost to the Rangers until basically when like Marcus Naslund, Todd Bertuzzi, and Brendan Morrison all departed Vancouver, because those three players, like the three of them were their line was called the West Coast Express, and it was some of the most electric hockey in Canucks history. So and there's a lot of stuff that went down in that time frame. So there's a whole podcast like centered around that. It's been awesome.
Wow. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna send that to Ven. I'm sure she'll like it.
Highly, highly, highly recommend it to anybody. You don't even have to be a Canucks fan. Like I'm sure you remember like the Todd Bertuzzi, Steve Moore incident. Like that is covered in here as well, and you hear some crazy perspectives that you never would have otherwise heard. So it's very, very interesting stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, that's what I've been listening to. And what do you say? Is it time to get into the bulk here?
Yeah, you keep saying in the bulk of the episode, but really it's like the last like 20 minutes of the show.
Well, hey, Dom told me that his favorite part of the show is like the before part, when it's just
the banter
back and forth.
That's good.
So I don't know. We're doing
easy.
right,
we're easy listening. It always just makes me laugh every time you say it because it's just like, oh, we've been recording
It's really
for
not the bug.
half an hour. Yeah.
We've been
The
recording
title of the
for,
episode. Yeah.
like 35 some odd minutes, and now it's time to start.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all this talk recently of AI, like people have been going on about like Chat GPT for a while, and all this stuff with Spotify that we've been talking about recently. I thought it would be kind of a fun experiment or game or whatever to see how good of a job the AI could do at writing a pop punk song, and if specifically if Chat GPT could fool a pop punk fan such as yourself into thinking it's a real song. So I've prepared 5 rounds in total.
Oh my God.
Where I have taken a verse or two from a legitimate song that you have at one point heard because
Okay.
it is within the genre.
Okay.
And then I have also gotten Chat GPT to write a verse within, I think the prompt that I wrote was like, write me a pop punk verse in the style of, and then I put a
Yeah.
band name or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
and
yeah.
to see what it would come up with. So I'm not going to tell you which is which, obviously. I'm just going to read you the verses and then ask you if you can decide which one is AI and which
Yeah.
one is real. And you'll get a bonus point if you
I can
can
guess
name
the
the
song?
song and band.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's interesting what it can pull out. Like, I mean, because all the lyrics are on there, you know, in its database, and it can pull it. Like when you were looking at these, like, what do you think what's the difficulty level? Do you think?
I tried to make it difficult by picking like very random verses from
Okay, cool.
from actual songs
Yeah.
and not like
Not choruses
I
or
tried to
anything
not
like that?
necessarily pick like
Like
a
work
verse.
sucks. I know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm trying to fool you a little bit there because I think if you pay close enough attention, you'll probably notice some patterns with ChatGPT that I was trying to veer away from with
Right.
with prompts.
Yeah.
So I'll explain a little bit more about that after we're done because I don't want to
Okay.
give too much away.
Okay.
But yeah, do you have any last thoughts before we hop into this?
I think this would be cool if we actually did I asked an AI to write me a pop punk song and like we actually turned it into a song. Not like that fucking poser on TikTok who does that shit.
I almost used that song. I almost put that in here. I was gonna see if that would fool you. If you'd be like, oh yeah, that's the AI one.
I would have fucking quit.
Jackson, quit dying, or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh my god. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so round 1, and I'm not telling you which. I'm not telling you which is coming first.
Yeah,
We're just gonna
yeah.
hop right into this. So, verse number 1. But good things come to those who wait, 'cause she laid me, and mom and dad possess the key. Instant slavery. No need to explain the plan. No need to even bother. I'll pack my bags. I swear I'll run. Wish my friends were 21. You're mouthing that. Damn it. Okay.
That's Anthem Part 1?
Correct.
Sweet, by Blake.
Damn it. Okay. I thought my thought
I
there
should have.
was
Sorry, I should have waited.
no, it's okay. If I thought that if I took something from Anthem Part 2, you'd for sure get it. I was like, Anthem Part 1 might be a little bit of a deeper dive. Maybe that'll screw them up a little bit. Okay,
Actually,
well here's what
I
ChatGPT
actually like Anthem Part 1 better.
Okay, so for ChatGPT in this
Yeah.
round, they gave me, I'm feeling lost, stuck in my own head. All these thoughts, I wish that I could shed. Can't seem to shake this feeling of dread. I need a way out, a path to be led.
It's pretty good for AI.
And the prompt was in the style of Blink 182. So
Right.
that's what it came up with.
Damn, I feel like it's
Very-
a little bit too emo for Blink.
Yeah, fair. And also, like, the rhyme pattern is just like A.
Yeah, I was gonna say the rhyme scheme is a little, yeah. I'm also like, I'm trying to show my hands because I'm not Googling the lyrics or anything like that.
All right, I believe you. Okay, on to round 2. Let's see how you do here. So you're
Okay.
1 for 1 so far. Okay.
Yeah, read both the prompts and then I'll make the call.
Okay. I don't fit in. I'm such a misfit. All these people, they just don't get it. I'm tired of pretending. I'm tired of faking. I'm sick of this world. It's so frustrating. So that's part 1 of there's still another verse to this verse.
Oh, okay.
So that's part 1 of it. My parents don't understand. They don't have a clue. They don't know what it's like to be in my shoes. My teachers don't care. They just want me to conform. They don't see me. They just see another uniform. Snaps. That felt like slam poetry.
Yeah, absolutely. Need some
Okay.
bongos beside you?
Okay, so here's the second one. Do you ever feel like breaking down? Do you ever feel out of place? Like somehow you just don't belong and no one understands you? Do you ever want to run away? Do you lock yourself in your room? With the radio on, turned up so loud that no one hears you screaming. Which one is real? Which one is Chat GPT? I had a feeling this one would stump you a little bit. I felt good about this one.
My immediate go-to is that the second one is real.
The second one is real.
Yeah, I'm going to say first and foremost, the second one is real.
Okay.
So let's go with that one first, and I'll try to, depending on my answer, guess if it's a real song or not.
The second one is real.
Okay.
It is Welcome to My Life by Simple Plan.
Okay. I was not going to guess that, so I'm glad I didn't try to guess the song. What was I going to say? You know, I thought you were going to start the lyrics. I thought you were going to say, do you ever feel like a plastic bag? And I thought you were going to give me Katy Perry lyrics.
Oh, my God.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag going through the wind, something, wanting to start again?
Oh, my God. Okay.
I thought I was going to get trolled there.
I thought that, okay, like, because when I'm reading this, like, you know, I don't know how into Simple Plan you were back in the day, but I mean, everybody kind of knows this song because of like the meme of like the "Welcome to My Life" kind of thing.
Like as soon as like that, like I've heard those lyrics being sung before.
Yeah,
I couldn't put a name to it though.
The first line, like, I didn't think this when I was putting it all down onto the page here, but when I was reading it, I was thinking like, oh, for sure he's singing this as I'm reading it to him. Do you ever feel like breaking it down? I'm like, God,
yeah.
You stupid idiots. The Chat GPT went dark on this one though.
It sure did.
They don't see me. They just see another uniform.
Damn,
brother.
Damn, man.
Okay, round 3. You're 2 for 2. Great work so far.
2.5 for 2.
2.5 for 2, yeah. I guess I shouldn't have given you the song. I had a feeling you weren't going to get it.
I wasn't going to get it. I wasn't going to get it.
Okay, I won't do that again. Okay, here we go. I'm a ship in a storm with no anchor to hold. I'm fighting the current, trying to break the mold. Every wave is a challenge. Every gust is a test. And I'm just trying to weather this storm with my best. Okay, that's the first one.
Okay.
You all need to go away, you motherfuckers. You all need
That's
to
all you
leave
need to
me
say.
and my homeboys alone. You all need to go away, you motherfuckers. You all need to leave me and my sensitive homeboys alone. Word.
Nice. All right. So second one is definitely the Profanities by Motion City soundtrack.
Is that what the song is called?
I have no idea. It's just all the symbols and stuff. So I just call it the Profanities.
This one was a throwaway, but I just really wanted to read that verse to you in
slam poetry style.
form.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, so you're 3 for 3. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed. I thought the first one would be like a little iffy. I didn't think you'd get the second one at all. The
Yeah.
third one I knew you were gonna get.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we finish here.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I almost got drunk at school at 14, where I almost made out with the homecoming queen, who almost went on to be Miss Texas, but lost to a slut with much bigger breastes. I almost dropped out to move to LA, where I was almost famous for almost a day.
Wow.
Okay, that's the first one.
Yeah.
My thoughts are scattered a million miles away. I'm trying to focus, but my mind won't obey. It's like a puzzle with pieces all over the place. I'm trying to piece it together at my own pace. I'm feeling lost like a needle in the hay. But I know there's a path. Just need to find the way. I'm searching for a sign, a beacon in the night, to guide me through the darkness and bring me to the light.
These AI lyrics are pretty good.
You just know, hey?
So, first one is a real song. Second one is AI lyrics.
Okay.
Can I hear the first song, the first lyrics, some of the first lyrics again?
I almost got drunk at school at 14, where I almost made out with the homecoming queen.
Can you
almost-
hear this? Can you hear this cat right now?
I can hear Kiki a little
Oh
bit.
my god! Look at her stupid face.
Come watch the YouTubes, people. You can see a little tiny head at the bottom of the screen.
Can you make me big just for a sec?
Yeah.
Oh, she went away. Oh, she gone.
Oh,
Never
she
mind.
ducked away.
So never mind.
Damn it, Kiki, you ruined the bit.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to read any more of the lyrics because I have no idea what song that's actually from. It's.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'd have to. I don't know.
I feel like there's a couple people that might be like screaming, listening to you, not know what that is, because the name of the song is in there. Like, okay, wait, like 3 or 4 times in this. The song is called "Almost" by Bowling for Soup.
Oh.
I think that's my favorite Bowling for Soup song. Like, I don't listen to them very much, and I was never like a huge fan. But I remember really liking this song when I was growing up.
Yeah, I don't either as much. So that makes sense why I wouldn't recognize it. But
I was hoping that because, like, I was pretty sure you weren't going to know that song. Mm-hmm. So I was hoping that would be enough to, like, throw you off and be like,
yeah.
Have you noticed the patterns yet?
The patterns in the AI generated songs are interesting because the rhyme scheme is very basic. It's like almost A-B for a majority of them. So it's very basic rhyme pattern. The lyrics are also very much like emo, lost, my mind is confused, I need an answer. That's pretty much
The
what
AI is confused.
Yeah, it's like that's its cry for help. It needs help. Get me out of here.
Do you ever watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, that episode where he can only
when he's
sing.
like teenager Rick.
Yeah, that one's funny. And a lot of the verses start with like "I'm" or "my" or everything like that. Like,
That's interesting. I never clued into that.
yeah, like because the verses that you're comparing it to, they're very much like either in the middle of the song, so it's like continuing something. But do you have all the lyrics there? Do most of them start
Yeah, I have
with
it all written down
"I"
here, yeah.
or "my"?
I actually tried to break away from that in one of the prompts because I was there's still one more that I have to give you here, but I
Okay.
was trying because it kept giving me rhyme schemes that were like that, and the lyrics were the same in every one, just with different words.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to give it prompts like, write me a post-hardcore pop punk song, acoustic, with this rhyme pattern.
Right.
And it would just ignore the rhyme pattern part. And
Wow,
still give me
really?
the same shit. Yeah.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
shitty. I bet you GPT-4 would be able to do a lot more with that
Yeah.
newest one. But anyway, all right.
Okay, one more.
Can you still hear her meowing?
No, I can't.
Okay. She's just yelling. Anyway.
Just had enough.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay. My heart is a drum beating out of time. My soul is on fire with a burning desire to break free from the chains of this mundane life, to take a chance, to take a dive. That's it.
Okay.
Okay, here's the other one. Stepped out of the line like a sheep runs from the herd, marching out of time to my own beat, now the only way I know. Which is real, which is fake?
Hold on.
Oh, wow. I love this that you actually have to think about one.
I'm thinking about the song. Second one is Minority by Green Day.
Damn it! Ah, shit.
That's where the time thinking was. Is Minority by Green Day. Then the first one's
Damn it! Oh, I thought you were actually having a hard time with it.
No.
Fuck.
I could tell it was AI basically halfway through the first verse.
Because the first two, literally, like I shouldn't have asked you about the patterns, but like right away, the first two lines are my heart and my soul.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. But
Yeah.
this one, the rhyme scheme is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I thought maybe this one would fool you, and then I tried to take such a random verse from a Green Day song. Like
yeah.
I was trying to give you a Green Day song because I was like, okay, this is one. It'll be funny if he doesn't get this because he likes Green Day. But I was like, maybe this one verse in Minority, maybe he
Would
just
stump him.
Damn
But it did it.
I hate that the whole time I'm literally sitting there thinking like, oh, I got him, and you're just trying to nail down the song.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
It was a good try.
That's annoying. Yeah, all right, thank you.
No, it was a good try. It was fun. I have to do that next time for you then, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll try to flip the script next time and see what we can come up with.
Yeah, I'll come up with some creative prompts. Maybe I'll make it like Midwest emo.
Yeah, I should have. I mean, the prompts are like they save your history now, so you can go back and see like previously written things. But you should see how many times I got it to rewrite it because it was so often where the rhyme scheme was literally always just A or
Oh my God.
A B, regardless of if I put in the prompt of give me like this specific rhyme scheme, which was like wild.
Yeah.
But it was it was pretty funny when I would change the prompt from like if I would put down write me a pop punk song, for example, the lyrics were so heavily based around me and my friends.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
okay.
when I put down like write me an emo song, it was my parents don't get me. My my teachers don't get me. Which I thought was so funny.
What does that say in general about just this genre?
Oh my God, I know.
Lyrics.
I was really trying hard to, or not trying hard to. I thought about putting in a bunch of real songs where they meet the criteria of like getting out of this one horse town kind of thing, and then trying to see if I could get ChatGPT to give me a similar kind of lyric.
Right.
But I tried to go a little bit more deep divey than that. Other than the Motion City soundtrack one.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to start an outro here so I can take a minute to cough and have some water?
Yeah, sounds good.
With
I got a
Kiki
bunch
on
of
your
cat
shoulder.
claws in my back, but hey, you know what? This has been a fun episode. Actually, I can't wait to do this next time. Ow. When I do the lyrics, and yeah, I think maybe we'll do that next week where I give you some prompts and we look at that. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode. A little bit of
I do have one thing to add
a little bit of
before we
wild,
officially outro.
a wild. It's been wild. It's been good. It's been chaotic. I love it.
We love the chaotic episodes.
Yeah, what's your
and we
last
finally
one?
disagreed on something. That's big.
Yeah, but then you immediately said I agree with this. So like, how much did we disagree?
Okay, we disagree in the fact that I think it's cool.
Yeah.
You don't think it's cool.
Fair.
But I think your points are valid.
Well, I don't think it's not cool. I don't. It's not where it should be, and I'm not. And I didn't think it was that. Like I didn't find much replay value in going back to it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've been listening to it literally every day.
Yeah. There you go.
I wanted to add quickly before we officially outro, because we've said this before at some of our outros of video or of podcasts and stuff like that, but I want to reiterate it here. Apart from like joining all of our socials, like join the Discord if you feel so inclined to, TikTok, Instagram. The Instagram video is again blowing up. We're like almost at 30,000 views on that one video of you.
Oh shit! I need to make a response. I need to do the response video.
There's been a few comments today specifically of people agreeing with you, which is crazy. Lots of ups and downs.
That's cool.
But I wanted to give a reminder, maybe not a reminder, maybe that's the wrong word, but just a request to people that listen to the podcast. Please rate it or put comments in if you have the ability to. I don't know if you can do that on Spotify. I think you can do that on Apple.
Yeah, Apple Music. Yeah, please. Yeah, rate 5 stars. Share it as well. It really helps boost.
It legitimately makes a difference. I was like looking up because everybody at the end of their podcast will say this like, "Hey, like and subscribe," like 5 stars only kind of thing, and that's just kind of the end of it. And I wanted to give a little bit of context here because I looked into it. I wanted to give like a little bit of reasoning here, other than it just. I mean, like it puts it into the algorithm more for people when it's rated higher. But another thing as well, with Spotify specifically, once a podcast receives 10 ratings, then the average score is publicly displayed. So when new people come and look for the podcast, if we have 10 ratings on our show, then somebody new coming to the page will look and see that, hey, this is averaging 5 stars or 4 stars or whatever it. Maybe we're going to average 1 stars. 1 star? Who knows?
Right.
Hopefully not. But yeah, if people go and give a quick rating like the net, you only have to do it once. It helps put the show into the algorithm for people, and once we get enough of them, it gives us a public rating, which is really helpful for new people that find us on Spotify or wherever else.
Yeah, so. and that's all we want to do is we want to reach more people. We want everybody to be part of the conversation. So whatever we can do for that, we want to do it, and that's we need your help. So thanks for bringing that up. But if you're sticking around to the last bit of the podcast to hear this, then you're one of the real ones. So I appreciate it. And just like to give you guys some perspective. We're not a big podcast, obviously, but I'm just looking at our stats right now. Like the total plays that we have across our platform on Spotify, we have 351 plays of our episodes. Which
that's pretty cool.
I think it's pretty cool, right? Yeah. And the person who just recently joined our Discord was somebody who we don't know, we've never seen in person or met, and that was a really cool milestone for us that we got to, somebody just organically found the podcast, and I thought that was a really cool thing. So the more we can get, the better off we were going to be, and that comes with us also being better on social media, posting, interacting more. But also any ratings y'all can have is and give us is the best. So we appreciate everybody doing this, supporting when they can, and we love you.
Yeah, that's very well said. Okay, that's a good place to wrap up, I think. So, thank you everyone for joining another episode of the Pop Punk Power Hour. And I don't know, do you have a sign off?
We'll see you back in person for the next in-person one.
Hell yeah. My sign off, you're welcome everybody. I didn't give you a chapstick update. So
you know what's actually funny? I did have a chapstick update. And we're going to immediately end it after I say this, is that I used chapstick 1 time last week.